Coming up on Temple Update, I'll tell you how to beat hunger.
'Tis the season for shopping. I'll tell you what's got everybody in the holiday spirit coming up on Temple Update.
And I'll tell you about Kisses for Kyle.
Hello and happy Hanukkah. Welcome to this edition of Temple Update. I'm Cherry Gregg.
And I'm Dan Koob. It's the holiday season, and a particular Philadelphia charity has the spirit of brotherly love on its mind. A citywide organization is doing its part to make sure there's food on the table for underprivileged Philadelphia residents over the holidays. We took a trip to their warehouse to find out more. The holiday season is upon us, and there is a lot of food to be distributed to a lot of families in the area. Philabundance has been hard at work bringing food to Philadelphians for over 25 years, distributing to over 500 Delaware Valley agencies and 9 counties in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, including the Sunday Breakfast Rescue Mission.
My agency served within a day's time. We feed over 450 people.
Per day.
Per day. 7 days a week.
And no matter how many people they help, they can always use some themselves.
All year round. And again, we really need support and help during the holidays, but we are here 365 days a year.
I don't want people to think that volunteer means you got to come down every day and put in 6 hours of that. If it's 1 hour a week that you could do, that's all you could do, and it's appreciated.
Easy to imagine they need help when moving bags this heavy, but overall, everyone who volunteers at Philabundance does so with one thing in mind.
There's no reason for people to be hungry. They have these programs everywhere.
There are many ways to get involved with Philabundance year-round. In addition to donating your money and food, you can volunteer at one of their warehouses or food distribution centers. All you have to do is sign up at philabundance.org.
The Temple community has lost one of its famous alumni. Hollywood director Irvin Kershner has passed away at the age of 87. Kershner was best known as the director of Star Wars Episode V, The Empire Strikes Back, and the James Bond film Never Say Never Again. During his career, he directed over a dozen films. The Tyler School of Art grad had been battling lung cancer for over 3 years.
Temple hosted its 8th annual health fair and community event in recognition of World AIDS Day. The event offered free HIV testing, free food, and SEPTA tokens for those in attendance. The health fair also featured guest speakers including Will Brawner from the Haven Youth Center and Joan Penny Gandy from Hope, Inspiration, and Vision.
Temple's Geddes Student Center hosted an event that accomplished 2 things at the same time. Students could get some of the holiday shopping done, all the while raising money for a good cause. Updates' Genevieve LeMay was there.
On November 29th, the Temple University Women of Color group hosted a Multicultural Monday shopping event at the SAC. The purpose of the event was to try and raise money for African American women studying at Temple.
So we thought this would be a wonderful venue to sort of showcase who we are and sort of incorporate some of the holiday traditions.
Some students stopped by the atrium. Even though they came to the event and didn't know what it was, they were happy to support the cause and get some of their holiday shopping out of the way.
I just kind of happened upon this little fair, and so far I found gifts for my mom and my dad.
I was actually eating, and then I walked down the steps and saw all these little cute tables with the jewelry and whatnot, and was not going to buy anything, actually. And then I saw something that I really liked and tried to pull myself away, but instead bought something.
Vendors were selling everything from handmade jewelry to designer handbags and even hats. And they did it all for a good cause. Proceeds from today's event will go towards a scholarship program to financially support women of color here at Temple University. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Genevieve LeMay.
Fox School of Business professor Ram Mudambi will join a council of experts who advise the United Nations. Mudambi is one of 2 U.S.-based academic experts chosen to assist the UN on its annual World Investment Report. He was chosen for his expertise and research in this year's World Investment Report theme of non-equity investments and development. Only 8 professors worldwide were selected for the council.
The Office of Sustainability has kicked off a pledge drive on campus. The goal is to reach 3,000 pledges from Temple students, faculty, and staff by Earth Day, April 22, 2011. This is one of the many initiatives by the university to reduce its carbon footprint. Last May, Temple adopted a climate action plan to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions to 30% below its 2006 baseline by 2030. And the Society of Professional Journalism hosted a forum on November 30th. Its event gave students a chance to listen and ask questions to veteran blogger Jonathan Valania. Valania is the editor-in-chief of Fokker.com. He says students need to be well-rounded if they want to become professionals.
It's important to get as much experience as you can to do, and as I said earlier, to be as fluent in as many platforms as possible.
Fokker.com currently has over 600 online followers.
It was a sad day for Philadelphia fans as they gathered at the sports complex to watch the beginning of the end for the Spectrum. Updates Josh Filomeno has more.
For 43 years, the Spectrum has been a fixture in the Philadelphia skyline, but it took just 22 minutes for a wrecking ball to pierce its famous red brick walls.
It's bricks and mortars, but it's the fans who made the Spectrum.
Fans young and old from all over the area, along with local media, gathered last week for one last goodbye to the iconic Philadelphia landmark.
This building's just been such a part of the city and a part of all the fans and everything coming here. It's really kind of looks like losing a good friend or a member of the family.
Memories are forever if they're done right. And I think there were a lot of memories that were done the right way inside the Spectrum from 1967 to 2009.
It wasn't so much watching the memories being crushed by a wrecking ball, but rather reminiscing about the good times.
I was 10 years old back when they skated the Stanley Cup around. I remember the day well. It was a really nice day in May. I could remember a few people offering, money for the tickets, and I remember my dad just looking at me and saying, "You know what? These tickets just aren't for sale. We need to be there."
And at approximately 12:22 p.m., the wrecking ball took its final shot at the Spectrum.
I've come to terms with the fact that they're knocking it down. I know that they can't take the memories from, with inside me, so I'm okay with that. But they just can't replace this kind of thing.
It will take about 2 months to demolish the whole building, and construction of the new complex will bring over 250 new jobs to the city.
The excitement of building Philly Live really is something to look forward to. I think we're going to have something here that no other city in America has, and we're going to be very proud of.
Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Josh Filomeno.
Still to come on Temple Update, a new study shows positive effects on the brain from caffeine. We have the info.
And John Mailer will be here with the latest news and technology.
I'm Josh Rolenberg. Coming up in sports, we go on the road to watch a little basketball in sunny Orlando, Florida at the Old Spice Classic. We kick back and relax just a little bit, but from the tournament we'll have scores, highlights, and much more coming up on Temple Update.
Now with this week's health report is Isabel Garcia. Isabel, tell us more about what Temple medical students are doing overseas.
Thanks, Cherry. It's a great story. Every year, hundreds of Temple medical students travel the world to offer relief for countries in need. This December, Temple School of Medicine and the Temple Emergency Action Corps are hosting a symposium focusing on disaster response efforts. These programs have evolved into long-term healthcare solutions in countries worldwide. According to a study conducted by researchers at the Yale School of Medicine, video gaming can be linked to serious health problems. The study showed about 5% of those surveyed linked to regular cigarette smoking, drug use, depression, and serious fights. Rani Desai, Associate Professor of Psychiatric and Public Health at Yale, says more research is needed to define safe levels of gaming. And Temple Hospital has been awarded the Healthgrades Heart Transplants Excellence Award. Healthgrades examines the clinical quality of specialized adult care hospitals based on patient outcomes. Newark Beth Israel Medical Center was the only other hospital recognized out of 98 facilities. New research shows the combination of caffeine and glucose can improve the efficiency of brain activity. The study found people who consume these two substances together will have reduced brain activity while still maintaining the same performance. This means the brain is doing just as much work without needing as much energy to produce equal results. And this is really great news for me because I love drinking coffee and eating sweets even more.
Me too, and you know what? I don't even feel bad about doing it anymore.
All right, thanks, Isabel.
Thank you.
The Kisses for Kyle Foundation came to Temple's Ambler campus to raise money for a good cause. Updates Khalif Brooks has more.
At Temple's Ambler campus, the Society of Exceptional Educators held a fundraiser for a local organization called Kisses for Kyle. Kisses for Kyle is an organization that benefits children with cancer in the Delaware Valley. President Monica Feliciani, who helped run the event, stressed the importance of the foundation.
People don't understand how it's a big struggle for families to juggle financial matters. We wanted to touch base with the foundation and get involved somehow.
As people came up to make their donation, they received either a Hershey's Kiss, a wristband, or hot chocolate. Although parting gifts for donations were appreciated, Vice President Kim Murphy says this foundation does so much more.
This foundation helps to pay for mortgage bills, food for the family. They donate presents and other gifts to children in hospitals. They have parties celebrating successful treatments for the kids, and they also help provide funeral costs for children who don't survive the fight.
Kisses for Kyle benefits local children who are suffering from cancer. The Society of Exceptional Educators on Temple's Ambler campus took it upon themselves to help this worthy cause. Cancer is a terrible disease, and with organizations like this, it gives us all hope that we can fight it together. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Khalif Brooks.
Now here with this week's Tech Report is John Mailer. And John, like everybody else in college, I'm an avid Facebook user, so tell us what the site is up to.
Thanks, Dan. I will. Facebook is just a few steps away from getting a trademark on the word face. The social networking site will move to the next phase of the process and provide a statement of use explaining how the word will be used. But don't worry, you won't have to pay Mark Zuckerberg for using the word. The trademark will only apply to telecommunications services providing online chat rooms and electronic bulletin boards for computer users. With the holidays approaching, the Transportation Security Administration is looking to ease the pain of air travel through a new iPhone app called MyTSA. While it won't save you from long lines at security checkpoints, it will let you know how long the wait is. The free app also lets users know what items are prohibited from being brought onto the plane. Alicia Keys, Lady Gaga, and Justin Bieber logged out of their Twitter accounts on December 1st for World AIDS Day. The celebrity signed off as part of the campaign called Digital Life Sacrifice, and for Keys' AIDS charity, Keep a Child Alive. They started tweeting as soon as the charity hit the $1 million mark. And soon you'll be able to tweet on your feet and advertise Facebook wherever you go. Jerry McKay designed 2 shoes for Adidas, featuring 2 of the biggest social media networks, Twitter and Facebook. The Facebook shoe sports its classic blue and gray colors and has their slogan on the inside of the shoe, while the Twitter shoe is covered in its traditional colors with the signature bird on the heel. And I don't know about you guys, but I think I might pick myself up a pair of those shoes.
I think they may be a little out there for me, but I appreciate it, John.
Yeah, I prefer Nikes myself. The holidays are fast approaching, and it can be hard to think of what gifts to give.
Updates Jennifer Lee is here with this week's list of the top 5 gifts for college students.
Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. We get to see beautiful decorations, spend time with the family, and open lots of gifts. This week's list may give you some great gift ideas for the special people in your life. We have the top 5 hottest electronic gifts for college students from Helium.com. Coming in at number 5 is a full stereo system. Instead of a portable music player, some college students might like a nice stereo system for their dorm room or apartment. Number 4 is a digital TV. Students living with a roommate have to share a TV, but if they want to watch something special, they may wish that they had one of their own. The number 3 gift is an MP3 player. College students love to listen to music. iPod and other MP3 brands like Samsung are very common. You can also include a music download gift card to go with it. Number 2 is a notebook computer. It's essential for students to have some sort of computer on campus these days. It could be a laptop that they could use and even bring to class. Or how about the new popular iPad? And the number 1 gift for college students is a smartphone. Students may like the brand new iPhone 4 or BlackBerry Bold. These phones allow them to have access to the internet. This has been the list. I'm Jennifer Lee, and Temple Update will be right back.
Coming up on Temple Update, in sports, the basketball team spends Thanksgiving in Florida. And Rudy Mezzi brings back web junk. When Temple Update continues.